Hello and welcome to today's message. This is a collective reading, so please only take what resonates for your journey and path and leave the rest behind for those that it is meant to find. Connecting with this collective today, I was shown 3 symbols, the first being the side profile of a face, the second a heart made out of 2 hands, kind of like this symbol here. Then I was also shown my personal symbol of protection and long-term goals. Let's get into the message today and see what comes out for this collective. Reflection. Friendships in your life may come to an end, others could blossom and become stronger. Care required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. So you need to reflect on the relationships in your life, care for yourself, and see if they resonate with you and your goals and your aspirations is the word. Friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. So this could be representing a friendship in your external world, a relationship external to you. However, it could also be about the relationship you have with yourself, reflecting on the relationships in your life, seeing if they do resonate with what you're aspiring to move towards, what you're trying to gain and manifest. If they do resonate with that, then they will become stronger. But make sure you take care of yourself and your needs first before worrying about the needs of those relationships and others. Make sure you're showing yourself the kindness and counseling and skills that you would give external friendships to the friendship within yourself and with yourself internally. Okay, let's see what else. You need to make sure that you need to find ways to communicate your needs if you haven't already done so, both with external friendships and relationships and that relationship you have with your internal self, your soul, your spirit, your shadow, whichever you wish to call it. Nurturing that aspect of yourself first before focusing your energy on others is important because you cannot give to others if you do not give to yourself. Okay. You need to have courage, and something's testing your courage and your faith at this point. Feels like there is a test happening. You need to stand in... No, I shouldn't put it that way. Okay. You feel trapped by something. Yeah, you feel trapped by something. Okay. And you're being offered something else. This could be business-wise, it could be relationship-wise, but there's something that you feel is trapping you, either mentally, physically, emotionally. You feel like it's trapping you. You're trying to get to security, but you need to realize that you have security within yourself, the courage within yourself, and there's change coming in that'll help you break out of this cycle, because it's a cycle. But you need to realize there's a manifestation coming in, big, small. But first you need to deal with reflecting and caring. All right, what else comes out for this collective? The world. the cycle that you're in is completing. You're accomplishing something. You're bringing yourself back into this whole being. You are learning or need to learn how to reconnect your shadow with your consciousness, your subconscious and your consciousness, your internal self with your external self that you show the world. You feel stuck because you cannot figure out how to do this. There's something that is not balancing with your internal truth and the external world that you're seeing. But something is coming in to help you with this process. You're going to be offered something. It could be through creativity. It could be, you need to use creativity, following your heart. Work on something. You're going to be working, mastering, not giving up. Find your passion that'll connect these two to make them intertwine with each other, to make you see internal truth in your external reality. Okay, put the cards back and we will go again. More than one message today. All right. The friendship with yourself and stabilizing that will help you move to the next step. Not being deceived by the world around you and comparing yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to others. Everybody has a different path in life, and you're exactly where you're meant to be in yours. There's fulfillment coming in. Have contentment and emotional gratitude for the situation you're in. Things could always be worse, is what I'm hearing. Where you are at in life, there are people who would wish to be where you are. That is something to remember. No matter where you are in life, in your journey, in your path, there are things that you have that others would look to have, they desire to have. That is their form of wealth, that is their form of abundance and prosperity. So be grateful for where you are. Show gratitude for where you are. Show yourself grace. Give to yourself. Don't feel the need to compare yourself to someone else on a different life path. Don't focus if others are ahead of you where you think you should be, because their path is different. Every path is different than the one you're on. And just comparing yourself to others will make you feel like you lack the abundance that is in your life, because someone else's form of abundance could be different than yours. Wealth is not the only form of abundance and prosperity. Someone's form of prosperity could be their health. It could be spending time with their family. It could be the freedom to go and choose what they wish to do. For others, it could be money. And that's their form of prosperity and abundance, how they see it. Some people could choose material things, having a house full of stuff, having an apartment full of stuff, having a really nice car, having the latest phone. Your version of abundance is different than those around you. So comparing yourself to others that you see on social media or in your everyday life is just making you feel like you do not have enough and you are not enough, which is disconnecting your internal truth with your external reality. You're not seeing that you have enough, that you have what you need at this point. but there's something coming in once you show gratitude for where you are at, or as you show gratitude, as you realize this, there will be something coming in to help you. You just need to nurture yourself. There is ending. I don't really want, is it an ending? No, it's not an ending. There is the end of this cycle. Because this is a cycle that seems to be repeating itself for somebody, for a few people maybe in this collective that I've connected into. This is a cycle that just keeps coming back, and it is one that you need to face and realize the lessons that it is trying to show you. Even if you know the lessons, this cycle could be testing the faith and truth you have within yourself, the faith and trust for yourself that you know what is better for you than comparing yourself to the external world. Once you realize these lessons, this new phase will begin. A new phase, a new outlook will begin for you. You need to step up to the challenge within yourself, step through this challenge, but you need to also stop maintaining excessive control over this process. Stop trying to, I don't know if you are, you could be, but what I'm hearing is stop trying to fight the cycle. Stop trying to fight the cycle. Allow the cycle to move through you. Don't hold on to it. Accept it. Accept the thoughts, the feelings and emotions that are coming up with this cycle, with this constant repetition of thought and disconnect from your internal truth and external reality. Accept everything that comes along with it. Transmute it, alchemize it, allow it to process through you to bring forth a new cycle. Realizing that things are cycling because we keep not understanding a lesson, or we need to reassert, relearn, what's the word? We need to make sure that we understand the lessons that we are being taught through the cycle in order to change the cycle. You need to look at the lessons and find another way. They're trying to show you another way. Okay. It's time to transition out of this cycle. It's time to release the emotions, the feelings that you are not where you are supposed to be when in reality you are. You are where you are meant to be on your path, on your journey. Everything that's happened before has happened for a reason, to teach you the lessons you need to know to move into the next phase and stage of life, or your path and your journey. You needed those lessons to understand how to move forward, how to alchemize those emotions, those feelings, those thoughts, not let them bother you, not get stuck by them anymore. Moving into the new phase, new transition. Okay? Yeah, doing this brings you to the magician. You will become the alchemist in your own reality. You will become the magician in your own reality. Understanding that you are the magician, that you can alchemize the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that may come up and arise from certain situations, people, energies, systems that you may encounter. Whichever it is, take it as it resonates, fits however in your story or path. You need to move through it, stop trying to fight it, accept it, hold space, alchemize it and change it to move forward. I hope this makes sense. Okay, let's get some advice. What is the advice? How can the collective do this? White Owl, the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Trust yourself. I know it's hard, and it may not always be easy. Our minds can get in the way, our thoughts can get in the way of trust for ourselves. You need to realize this, that you are stronger than your mind. You are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. I know that may sound weird to some, but you are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are the magician of your own reality. You create what you feel. You create what you resonate into the world and the universe. When you realize this, it may not be a fast change, but there will be movement and shifting, transition when you realize that what you put out will come back. So how you see yourself, how you think about yourself is the most important thing. You need to find the wisdom within, the truth within. Hold that, accept it, and allow it to somehow connect to your external reality where it is now. Because your external reality will not change until you have trust and faith with your internal relationship with self. I know mental thoughts, I know that is a struggle. I've been there. I've been held back by my own thoughts for longer than I would care to admit. Working through the thoughts and realizing that you are stronger than them, you are stronger than your mind in the way it is coming towards you, the thoughts that are coming out, realizing it is an ego. It is an identity that is afraid to fall away. Accept that it is afraid to fall away. Hold space for it. Grieve that identity and that ego within yourself, but allow it to process, transmute, and alchemize through you. Nothing truly disappears, but allowing it, holding the space for it now, allowing it to fall away from your current transition to where you want to go. Accepting the lessons that it held and has brought forth for you. Holding space for those lessons, but allowing the ego and identity of them to fall away will help you get where you are trying to transition to, where your new path you are trying to transition to. Oh, I hope that makes sense. Eagle, you are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So not only do you need to have trust with the truth internal to you, you should spend time with yourself, looking within, whether it be through meditation, going for walks, exercising in some form, weightlifting, canoeing, kayaking, rock climbing, however it is you connect with yourself, and using that to help you connect and shift during this transition. Using it to help you accept the lessons, hold space for them, and transmute the ego, allowing it to fall away. That is the end of this message. I hope something in this message resonated and helps you on your path and journey. Remember, I know it's hard, and it is not always easy to have trust and faith for yourself or the universe. That's why it is called faith. No matter how hard it is, maintain faith and trust within yourself. Until next time, I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for watching.